Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we are going to look at my order from Auntie's Beads. Now this came yesterday, and there's all kinds of goodies in here. So let's open her up and see what we got. So it's a pretty good sized order, as you can see, and we'll just now I do have the list of what I got here, but also I did write the pricing on the stickers when I checked these things in, and they all have labels, so we really don't need the paperwork. So let's just start going over things. Now, a lot of stuff I've got more than one of, and so, But one thing I did decide to do was get some more of this luggage colored satin cord, the 2mm satin cord. This was $2.68 for the spool. Now a lot of these things were on their sale, so they were a really good price. So let's just grab up some stuff. Now, I know I got 3 or 4 of these. This is BCB 1318 Antique Silver Nestle Beads with Swirls, 8 by 7mm. In other words, these are bead caps. So I believe I got 4 packages of those. They're 10 in the package they were 10 in a package for $1. So a really, really good price. And there's the other package. So I got 4 packages of those. Now, like I said, these were on their sale. I don't know if they still are on sale or not. Definitely worth a look-see to see if they are. Now, I have had people say to me, oh, but their shipping is pretty expensive. Their shipping is free if you purchase over $50 worth of items. So, just a little. I also got 2 packages of these antique silver Celtic heart beads, 9mm. They were $1 for 8 of them, which makes them what, $1.20 a piece. $1 divided by 8. Oh, sorry, 13 cents a piece. So those were 2 packages of those. Oh, I suppose I could take them out and let you see these things better, couldn't I? Let's get back to the double bead caps. So here's a tray. We'll get these out so you can see them without having to be in their package. There is the double bead caps. They got a nice little swirl on the side. They called these Nestle beads. I call them double bead caps. So I got 4 packages of those. Then the next thing we've already looked at are my little Celtic heart spacers. They're a little heart-shaped bead with a Celtic knot in the middle. So I got 2 packages of those. I got 1 of these. It was $1.75. A silver-plated bangle charm with bracelet with 16 closed rings, 65mm. I got this to make a sun catcher. So that's what this is for. Now, we had one of these in one of our Softlex kits, and I did use it to make a sun catcher. This is going to be another sun catcher. So, come on, baby, go back in your paper, on your plastic. There we go. So there is my bangle. It was JW 800/65S, $1.75 for the one. I also got 4 more packages of crimp ends. These are the ones I use for my leather. They were $2.39 for a package of 4. These are the kind you put on your leather and then squish the middle piece to here. So there were, I got 4 packages of these. And there are 4 in the package. $2.39. So there's those. Let's see. I think I just got one of these. It's a copper-plated slide lock clasp for 2 strands, 6mm. I wasn't sure how many of the copper ones I had, so I decided to get one more. I don't use a lot of copper, but every once in a while we want that. So there we go. The 2-strand clasp in copper. I got 4 packages of these, BCB 480. These are what they call antique silver large hole hammered beads, 6mm. Now, I've been getting large hole a little bit more lately because, well, for one thing, I've been using more leather and more of the satin cord, which are 2mm. So these will fit on both of those. So these are hammered. So they got little slots, little striations all through them. So that's my large hole hammered beads. They were $1 for 10, so 10 cents a piece. Good price for a nice large hole bead. Now, I think I just got, well, no, you won't. I got 3 packages of these antique silver fluted wheel beads, 7 by 5 by 6mm. They're a package of 15 for $1. Now, these are some, again, now these are not a large hole bead. These are a regular bead, but they're very pretty, like a melon bead, but much larger. And they are solid, I'm fairly positive, because they're pretty heavy. So I got 3 packages of those. I got 4 packages of this one, AB3513. These are again some large hole beads, silver, 7mm, 10 of them for $1. Now these are more or less just the plain sided ones, but they're pretty cool. I like them. So we got these in silver. In gold, I got 2 packages of them in gold. Again, $1 for 10. AB3512, large hole gold plated, 7mm. Come on. So, gold ones. So, I didn't have a lot of gold large hole beads, but I've been trying to get some more. So, this is the first bunch. I got 2 packages of those. And then I got 2 packages of the antique brass large hole round bead, 7mm. They were $1.12 for 10. So a little bit more expensive, but brass. They say antique brass. I would say bronze. And these are I don't think I have any large hole in bronze, so there we go. There's some large hole bronze. So 2 packages of those. get all of the spacer beads out first before we start looking at our stones and things. So we have looks like we got 4 more sets here. I've got 2 packages of this one, BCB 1343. It's a package of 20 antique silver fluted spacer beads in 3x7. I like this shape. I think they're pretty. So I got 2 packages of those. And then we got 2 packages of BCB 1345 antique silver tube beads with lines, 12 by 7 millimeter, a package of 15 for $1. So these are still large hole. It doesn't state that on their little description, but they are a large hole bead. They're a longer bead than the other ones. Very pretty. So I got 2 packages of those. Like I said, 15 for $1. Next, we got 2 packages of this style. It is BCB 1344 antique silver tube bead with a swirl 7 by 5 by 7 millimeter. These are 10 for $1. They're a little bit shorter. They're again a large hole, but very nice spacer bead for leather or for cord. So lastly in my spacers is AB3235. I don't know why I didn't get more of these because they're pretty cool looking. Package of 5 for 87 cents. These are silver bead round with beads and lines, 8 millimeter. So they're pretty cool looking. May have to get some more. So that is AB3235. Now that's all of my spacers that I got, but I did get some beads this time around. This one is JKB 0874, $3.49 for a strand of checked glass leaf beads, lemon AB 10 by 14 millimeter. Now these are a little different than the ones I usually get because they've got a curve in them. See how they are curved a bit? Aren't those pretty? So I always like a leaf bead. I don't always like them with the hole going this direction as these are. I frequently like the hole to go this direction. But these are good for if you want like a flower and then this a leaf hanging off to the side. So those are really pretty leaf beads. Again, $3.49 for the strand. It doesn't state how many are on the strand. I will have to count them to find out. Okay, now we have some blue ones. These are check glass round beads, aqua 8 millimeter. They were $2.09 for the strand. Their number is JKB 0829. And these are just well, they're check glass, so they'd be a druck. But a really pretty aqua blue color for those. It's just a straight round bead. I got those for the color. Now these other ones I got mainly for their shape. We have 4 different kinds here of beads left, and then we have some charms and things over here. So these ones are JKB 0771 check glass saucer beads, olive, 6 by 8 millimeter, $2.09 a strand. And I love a saucer bead. Now this one actually looks more like more of a bicone than a saucer, but it's pretty bead. I like the green color. And these are mostly fall colors I got, so I think they're really nice for the upcoming season here. Then we have check glass saucer beads hyacinth 6x8 millimeter, 209 a strand. Its number is JK9752. So these are a really pretty orange. Next is JKB0400 check glass rondelle beads, topaz shimmer 5x8 millimeter. These are a little bit bigger. I like this shape especially. I've always been a rondelle girl, but these are these got a slight pattern on them. They're really, really pretty. JKB0400 209 the strand. So those are a little bigger than these are a little bigger than the others, and a slightly different shape, but they're very pretty. Now, when I saw these, I was thinking of, I thought, oh, those are about the same shape as the ones we got from Softflex the other day. And I think they're a little bit smaller, though. Yes, they are a little bit smaller. But this is check glass nugget bead strand, topaz 10 millimeter, 279 for the strand, JKB 0677. This is a very pretty color. So put these babies back in their bag. And that is the last of the beads I got. Now we got some charms. Now I got, was it 3 or 4 packages of these? Let's see if I can find the other ones. There's one. Looks like it was 3 packages of these. These are BCB 1272 gold-plated enamel pendant, autumn maple leaf, 28 by 30 millimeter, package of 2 for $1. Now I figured these would make very pretty earrings, or I could put these on some of my hair barrettes if I wish to do that. So they're very, very pretty. Enameled leaves. So I got 3 packages of those so I could make earrings and hair barrettes or combs, whatever I decide. I also got this pendant, BCB 1234. It's an antique silver Victorian pendant with black rhinestone, 43 by 24 millimeter, $1.75 for the one. Now, if I remember right, they had a different color too, but I can't remember what the other color was. I decided to get the black. I figured I could make this into a really beautiful pearl necklace. So that's what I got that one for. Now, there. These I got thinking they would make a very, very cute anklet or bracelet if you prefer. These are some antique silver and enamel butterfly connector in turquoise, 23 by 12 millimeter, $1 for the package of 2. Are they pretty? So I thought these would make a really gorgeous, well, actually they could make both. We could put one on a bracelet and one on an anklet since we have 2. Or we could put them side by side and with one bead in between them. So we'll decide, but that's what I got these for, was either for bracelets or anklet. I'm leaning towards anklet. Now, I think the rest of these I got because I think they will look great on either hair combs or barrettes. And though these ones could be earrings as well, and I might make these into earrings because let's face it, butterflies are pretty popular for earrings. So these are the butterflies I got. Well, come here, Trey. These are BCB 0980. It was $1 for the pair of 2. Antique gold butterfly pendants with enamel evening star sunset, 13 by 24 millimeter. So there's some pretty, probably, these ones will probably become earrings. Now these next 4, and this is the last of them, I did specifically get for putting on hair combs and hair barrettes. This one is BCB 1176, gold red pickup with Christmas tree, 21 by 35 millimeter, package of 2 for $1. Now see what I mean. These will be gorgeous with just a backer piece on a pair of hair combs or a hair barrette. So make great Christmas hair barrette or hair combs if I decide to go the hair comb route with them. So now that's true of these as well. These probably will go, these ones might go on alligator clips because they're a little smaller, but they're very cute. Make a really cute Christmas alligator clip. These are gold-plated snowmen with a green star, 21 by 16 millimeter, package of 2 for $1. So next are also probably going to either be hair combs or hair barrettes. That's what I got them for anyway. These are Black Cat's BCB 1136 antique gold pendant, Black Cat with a heart, 24 by 17 millimeter, $1 for a package of 2. Aren't they cute? So that's our little black cats with a heart. And lastly, these are definitely going on hair combs or hair barrettes. This is BCB 1201, a gold skull connector, turquoise, 25 by 14 millimeter, package of 2 for $1. Now, when I make these, I either A, cut the connectors off, or B, just put a flat back crystal on top of the connectors. But these are going to be either hair combs or hair barrettes, as I said. If they're a hair barrette, they might both go on the same one, facing like this with something in the middle. If it's combs, there'll of course be one on either side. I had ran out of small combs, but I did order some new ones from Amazon, and they should be here anytime. So it would be like around, he would need to go on a small. A small is half this size. And I think they'd make a really cute hair comb or hair barrettes. So that was our last one, these little sugar skulls. And like I said, package of 2 for $1. I think they might have had the sugar skulls in another color too, but I don't quite recall. So that is my Auntie's beads order. All kinds of lovely fun bits and pieces. When I ordered them, like I said, I did have plans for all of the enamel pieces to be hair barrettes or hair combs. I think they're going to be great as that. Like I say, everything that I bought here was on their either their regular fall sale or on clearance. So I'm not sure that they have any of these left in any of them. But yeah, this was a fun order. I hope you all enjoyed looking at it with me, and we have plans for them. So there we go. That was my order from Auntie's Beads. I think it was pretty cool. Got lots of spacers for in leather or cord. Some pretty new beads. A pendant for making a pearl necklace. And, excuse me, quite a few charms for, which I got for use on my, on my hair combs and hair barrettes. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed opening this with me. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden. This order cost me a little over $59, but I did have a $10 coupon. So, but remember, if you order $50 worth of things from Auntie's Beads, you get free shipping. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.